Buckle up, Canada, things are about to get real. A recent study revealed a terrifying truth. Canada's middle class is shrinking faster than a polar bear on a treadmill. This isn't just some abstract economic indicator, folks. This is about real people, our friends, our neighbors, maybe even struggling to stay afloat in a sea of rising costs and stagnant wages. It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck and we're all strapped to the front car. The Canadian dream, the one we were promised, the one where hard work equals a good life, is starting to feel more like a fever dream. Remember when owning a home, taking a vacation, or saving for retirement were considered achievable goals, not distant memories of a bygone era? Yeah, those were the good old days. Now, more and more Canadians are finding themselves trapped in a financial purgatory, working longer hours, taking on more debt, just to tread water. The middle class, the backbone of this country, the engine of our economy, is being hollowed out, and it's time we started paying attention. We can't just sit back and watch as the gap between the rich and the rest of us widens into an unbridgeable chasm. It's time to wake up, Canada. Our future depends on it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the inflation elephant rampaging through our wallets. The cost of living is skyrocketing, and I'm not just talking about avocado toast here, people. We're talking about the essentials. Housing, food, healthcare, education. The things we need to survive, let alone thrive, are becoming increasingly out of reach for ordinary Canadians. Meanwhile, wages have remained stagnant, stuck in a time warp where bell-bottoms were cool and disco was king. It's a cruel joke, really. Work harder, they say. Get a better job, they say. But what they don't tell you is that the system is rigged. The deck is stacked against you. And let's not forget about the government's role in all of this. Tax cuts for the wealthy? Sure, why not? Affordable housing initiatives? We'll get back to you on that one. It's enough to make you want to scream, or maybe just move to Norway, where they seem to have figured this whole work-life balance thing out. This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. This is about real people, real families struggling to make ends meet. Meet Sarah, a single mother working 2 jobs to put food on the table for her kids. Her dream of owning a home, shattered. Her hope of providing her children with a better future, fading fast. Or take John, a recent college graduate drowning in student loan debt. He's working at a dead-end job, unable to afford rent, let alone think about buying a house or starting a family. His dreams of becoming a teacher, on hold indefinitely. These are just 2 stories among millions. Millions of Canadians struggling to keep their heads above water, their dreams on life support. They're the working poor, the precariat, the forgotten middle class. They're the ones bearing the brunt of this economic inequality, and their stories deserve to be heard. Section 4. A house divided. This isn't just a middle-class problem, folks. This is a Canada problem. A shrinking middle class leads to a weaker economy, increased poverty, and social unrest. It's a recipe for disaster, and we're already seeing the warning signs. Rising crime rates, overcrowded shelters, and a healthcare system stretched to its breaking point are just a few of the symptoms of a society where too many are struggling to get by. When the middle class falters, the entire country feels the tremors. We become a nation divided, a land of haves and have-nots, and that's not the Canada we want to leave for our children and grandchildren. This isn't about class warfare, it's about common sense. A strong middle class is essential for a healthy, vibrant, and prosperous society. It's time we started acting like it. Section 5, reclaiming our future. So, what can we do? Give up? Accept defeat? Move to Norway? Tempting, but no. We need to fight back. We need to demand better from our elected officials, from our employers, from ourselves. We need to raise our voices and make it clear that we will not stand idly by while the Canadian dream turns into a nightmare. We need to demand policies that support working families, like affordable childcare, accessible healthcare, and quality education for all. We need to hold corporations accountable for paying their fair share of taxes and providing their employees with living wages and benefits. And we need to support each other, our communities, and the organizations fighting for economic justice. The time for complacency is over, Canada. The future of our country depends on it. Let's get to work.